Hello, my name is Matt Kurtz, and this is my presentation on how temperature affects golf. A little overview and description of what I wanted to do was to test golf balls at different temperatures to compare some different stats. The ones that I was kind of keying in on were carry, spin, height, and ball speed after impact. So my testing procedures and equipment I had six golf balls in the freezer. I took 3 out of 22 minutes and 3 out of 43 minutes. I did that so after I hit them so many times, I didn't want the temperature of the ball to keep rising, so I just wanted a kind of a baseline. So I hit roughly about 10 of each ball to try and make sure that the ball didn't heat up as I was hitting it. The club I used was a Mizuno JPX 921 forged 8 iron, and I used the TrackMan Golf Simulator to get all my readings and numbers, and a Ryobi infrared thermometer to get the surface temperature of the golf balls. Why I wanted to do this, I wanted to research something that impacts my life. I golf here at Mount Union and thought it would be a really cool experiment that I would be able to apply to my golf game because temperature is a big aspect in golf and how you play each hole and each shot even. So I wanted to be able to apply my research and everything I learned to my golf game. This is kind of a demo video of what the simulator looks like. We got a turf mat. We hit into a screen. Behind the recording is our sensor and reader. But you can kind of get a look of what it looks like. And you can kind of see it fly. It gives me all the numbers, and I was able to get it by having it send it all to my computer and analyze all that data I got. These are some of the calculations I did. I got the type of fridge I was using, my specific golf ball, because I kept the golf ball same across the whole thing, brand new, out of the package. And I used an equation I found from a textbook to kind of calculate what the theoretical temperature would be to try and help apply the thermodynamics. And the one at 22 minutes I got was about 16 degrees Fahrenheit, and at 43 minutes was 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, yeah, and that's the equation I used. I got a few of the constants from the internet. I included it all in the references. And another big calculation was smash factor, which takes into account ball speed and club head speed, which kind of equalizes a lot of the numbers you'll see across um, like my testing, because it doesn't just account for the speed of the ball, but also how hard I swung at it and hit it. So it kind of just equalizes. These are my averages you can see from the 3 different temperatures. At room temperature, I got all that data. I took out all the kind of big outliers that were present and got all these numbers, and I was pretty happy with how they were represented. And then you can see I got measured and calculated temperatures at the different time periods. And then some of the standards I set in place to limit the outliers were club speed being, I tried swinging at 90 miles an hour consistently to just kind of equalize everything. Club path, I wanted about 1.5 degrees inside. Face angle, I wanted it around 1 degree to keep the ball pretty straight. And then attack angle, I wanted about 1.2 degrees down on the ball when I hit it, because those numbers can affect, if they're a lot different, how the ball flies and how it reacts and everything. So my analysis, you can see I set the baseline at room temperature and got the percent differences throughout the key numbers I was looking for, and they were roughly what I expected, but the spin was a little bit confusing. You can see ball speed dropped about 3% at that 22-minute mark and 5% at the 43 minutes at the different temperatures. The carry decreased as well, which it was expected. Smash factor also decreased. Smash index kind of shows how like if you hit a ball, how low you hit it. So there's like a max number um, that the ball should come off the face at a given um, speed you hit the ball, and that was uh, just kind of another good number to test against. Spin rate kind of confused me because it spun more at the colder weight, which might have been how I was hitting the ball. But even though the spin rate went up, the height decreased significantly throughout the trials. Summary, I thought it was interesting how the data reflects the temperature. You could see a lot of the things went down. Um, and there was one of the things I noticed, not just numerically, but just feel wise, having played for a few years. When I didn't strike the ball perfectly, it felt considerably less forgiving. I didn't see it. I saw it in the numbers as well, but just basically off feel, it was a little more difficult to hit it good. And also saw kind of reflecting that was when I didn't hit it as good, I had to thin out a lot of the data because there was a lot more outliers in the colder options, which I didn't feel like I hit the ball worse. I just had to get rid of those outliers. But and these are my references. These are the top ones to TrackMan that I used, and then to get all my data, and then those are all the stuff I took the equations for, and I had Copilot give me some sources to help get those values and give me some of those numbers to do temperature. But thank you.